Hello, this is Unknown Voidcat, and welcome back to another Factorio video. Last video, I once again met the scourge that is the Big Biter, dude. Once again, I have to restart because a Big Biter absolutely just wrecked through my world. Also, my settings have reset, so let me go ahead and put these all back. Yeah, I had a Big Biter attack me, and it just wrecked me, dude. Because the problem is, a thing I figured out thanks to a commenter telling me how exactly it worked. Because I thought in the number section of the Big Biter distances, when I saw the numbers, I thought they were percentages. But a commenter in one of my previous Factorio videos, let me know that number I was seeing was actually that 8 in the physical resistance of Big Biter is actually a flat resistance, not a percentage. The 10 next to it is actually a percentage. So the Big Biter will actually resist 8 points of physical damage and then 10% after that. Which, of course, means that, considering basic ammo for that I had in my turrets only do 5 damage, this ends up meaning also, man, this start sucks. Everything's super split up. But yeah, what I'm saying is what this ends up meaning is that you can't really do any damage to a Big Biter at all with the basic turret. Nonetheless, only 2. And so what ended up happening is I was, just going on my merry little way, expanding my power drills, making sure every single resource is transferred from from burner drill to power drill. And as I was doing that, I noticed the insects, because I'm on such a high level insect setting, because that's my little challenge I'm doing is putting all the enemy settings to max except for cooldowns, which I haven't touched. I'm putting everything else at max. Because of that, the enemies start really big with really big bases, and they expand those bases really quickly. So I ended up having a enemy essentially make the enemies make this new base right next to where my power was, right on top of a water supply. I think the one in my previous world was down here. And so I was chilling, and then I noticed this big base, and I noticed a little pop-up, the little red pop-up in the corner, hey, your stuff's getting attacked. And then it started telling me stuff's getting destroyed. I look over there, and the Big Biter and a bunch of medium biters are just munching down on all of my power stuff. And then they started, munching on my power poles, which was really frightening because, the power poles connect, to the rest of my base. So I was afraid, oh no, if they go from one power pole to next and next, they're essentially gonna have a breadcrumb trail leading, the Big Biter and the rest of his horde right into the middle of my base. Because that's gonna be real bad. Because the power I can just abandon and go to another side of the pond and make a new power thing. But if my main base gets attacked, that's game over, because that's where the resource deposits are, and there's no other resource deposits that I can get in that map because they're all taken over by random insect hives. So that's the only deposit I have, and the starting deposits. So I tried to cut off the power poles, but that ended up actually backfiring, because the minute I went to go disassemble, pick up some of the power poles, the Big Biter saw me, aggroed onto me, and chased me to the ends of the earth, dude. I tried running away to my turrets, hoping the turret shooting at it would cause the Big Biter to aggro away from me and onto the turret. But unfortunately, that was not the case, as it kept chasing after me and very quickly killed me. Which was, of course, the end of that last video. So now I'm going to be starting this new world, which unfortunately is once again a desert world. I don't know why, I've been on a really big streak. I feel most of my worlds recently, because I've had to restart multiple times, most of my worlds have been desert worlds, which is weird because my first 2 videos when I was trying to do this challenge and failing, it were all forest worlds. So I don't know why I'm getting such a crazy amount of desert worlds all of a sudden. And like this desert world in particular is like even worse than my like last video's desert world. Because at least like my desert world last video had like a few like small forests. This one's like completely just a desert wasteland, dude. There's nothing here, dude. There ain't a single thing to look for. There ain't a single thing to look for, dude. It's all desert. There's nothing for miles at all. Let me take up this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So they go like 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I just need to give like some coal to each of these. I can't give coal to all of them because I have run out, but like I can get enough for now until I go to the coal area. Because what I'm probably going to do in a minute is I'm probably going to go ahead and place down this one burner drill I just got. I'm going to go ahead and place it down on a coal deposit. I need to start making some coal. Because before, in my previous world, I was able to actually skip getting coal in like the early game and just like full rush iron plates until like I got enough that I could like make a huge amount of coal at once. I was able to like rush having to make burner drills in the coal like super early because I had a lot of trees near me, you know, despite being a desert. So that made it so that like, oh, you know, even though I'm in a desert, because of all these trees, I could just use wood to power the burner drills and the iron, which isn't efficient, but like if you have a lot of trees, you can do that. But this place is way more deserty than my last world, so that is definitely not an option. Too much of a desert here. I might just have to rely on good old coal, which unfortunately is so far away. I don't know why. Because usually there'll always be like one resource that's farther away from everybody. Like usually it'll be like I have my iron, coal, you know, iron, coal, copper, super close together, and then maybe my coal's far, or maybe, you know, coal, iron, you know, stone, but my copper's super far away. But this time it's like almost all the resources are actually like a decent distance away from each other, except for like the coal and stone, which are kind of nearby, and the coal and copper, but they're like split in groups of 2 instead of like groups of 3 and then 1 away, which is a little unfortunate, since it means a lot more having to walk back and forth, which slows down my building process, which is bad because I realized last video that I need to be a lot quicker than I am currently. Because when I died, it told me like, when I died before I like reset the world, you know, deleted everything, it told me like what my total playtime was on that world. And I looked at it, it was only like an hour. That means it only took an hour before the enemies were already like forward settling on me and like attacking these like big biters. So that means like I have to beeline towards like green science, steel, and like more specifically military 2. Like I have to get military 2 soon, because in military 2 there is armor piercing bullets, which deal 8 damage, I think, which 8 damage isn't enough to hurt a big biter, but if you combine it with the damage increase upgrade that you get in like red science, like the extra like bullets to extra damage upgrade, it should be enough then. If you combine the 2, I'll just have to combine the 2 for that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1. Okay. Any more plates? Yep. No, none in there. Yep, here. Yep, here. Yep, here. Okay, and I'll make one more burner drill and one more iron chest. And maybe get some more coal. Yeah, it's unfortunate that there's like no trees, because one, it's gonna be slightly annoying when I try to make power poles, and it's also just annoying for that early game fuel, dude. I love being able to just chop down like half a forest. I love like just deforesting an entire forest early game, you know, for all that early cheap fuel, because it's so quicker. because coal is just, it takes a bit to start up. Like once you get started up, you're pretty good, but it could take a little bit of time, which, you know, the more time you're spending, you know, putting burner drills on coal, that's less time you're putting burner drills on iron, which is like, iron is king. There is never a moment where you are not needing more iron, dude. You always need just more iron plates, dude. There's never enough. Like if you think you have enough, like you'll hit this point where it's like, oh, I got a lot of iron stuff. Like I think I have enough iron, and then you research like steel, and you're like, nope, never mind. I no longer have enough. You know, the minute you think you have enough iron plates, just wait until you get into like your next few research. Then you're probably gonna get another research. It's like, oh, this research requires this, which requires this, which requires a bunch of iron plates. So you're always just needing some iron plates. Which is why I like to, you know, make a huge amount of burner drills. Like I found out in like my more recent, like I didn't do this when I first started, but in like my more recent videos, I found out like it's actually a really good idea that instead of like making a drill in iron, then making a drill in coal, then making a drill in stone, making a drill in copper, like, you know, diversifying fully, you should like full focus just iron and coal until you get like a lot of iron plates being made, and then be like, okay, I guess I'll get a bit of copper. Then I'll get a bit of copper. But you gotta be careful though that you don't do too much of that, because you do also need to like get some copper for research, because you don't want to put research for too far off, because you do need it. Like when you're on a world with like insects put to like this level, you are gonna need to like rush. You are gonna need to rush turrets like pretty quickly, because your one SMG or pistol or whatever, well, actually not SMG, because you also need to research that, and if you're going to research that, you might as well research turrets first. But like, yeah, your one pistol ain't going to be enough to survive when you're getting attacked by like 10 biters at once, even if they're only small biters. So because of that, like, you gotta be prepared to, you know, have turrets before you get attacked, or you're gonna get owned. You're gonna get just absolutely stomped on. Which is why you gotta strike a nice little balance of what you did. Now let me get more mining drills. Mining drills. And so I'm placing now these mining drills doing a monotonous task. Let me give a little update. So last video I was talking about the fact that like the reason why the video previously it took me like multiple days to make my last Factorio videos is because I was getting distracted, because I was trying to like start exercising, dude, because I realized like, you know, going years without being exercising and living like a sedentary lifestyle, you know, get that real gamer lifestyle, you know, sitting down in a chair all day playing games, you know, isn't perfect. You know, you're probably also, I don't know why I was mining coal there. I probably should have just gone for the chest. I forgot about that for a second. I had a brain fart. But yeah, what I was saying is, you know, you kind of realize that, you know, you're not getting the most exercise or activity just sitting down in a chair all day. So you kind of need to do like some dedicated exercise. The problem is, you know, I have not been doing that at all. Ever in my lifetime. I mean, I've like tried, and like throughout the years, I've always, you know, attempted like getting exercise, but I never have. But like now, I'm trying to commit. This time, I'm trying to like seriously actually exercise, because I realized, you know, as years go by, you get older, you know, you're no longer in high school. You know, my stamina from not exercising, you know, is only going down, dude. I go from like, you know, like younger self being able to like run around a park, dude, to like I bend over and my heart's already starting to race, dude. So like I'm realizing like, yeah, that's not a good thing, you know. Like walking slightly too fast, or like bending over, like being enough to like get you going, like get your heart going, you're breathing a little faster. Not a good thing. So I decided to like recently start getting into exercising. The problem is, because I never really did much exercising, previously, my stamina and my strength when it comes to exercising, is a very low. The amount of exercise I can do is very low. By that I mean, like, I hit 5 push-ups. I was like, my arms, dude, my arms. I can't do no more. I had like 5 push-ups. It's like, oh no, it's too much. But I still tried pushing through. I still like did some push-ups, did like jumping jack stuff. The problem is, man, I was so sore. So sore, not only after it, but like also the problem is, like, being sore right after the exercise. Like, okay, it's fine, let's be expected. You just like did all the exercise. The problem is, it don't just go away, dude. Like that soreness, like I was waking up the next day after doing the exercise. I was like, oh no, dude. My sides, my legs, everything just like, oh, it aches. And that's what ended up leading me, going like 2 days without making videos. Is like, I was feeling sore enough, because I don't have a very high pain tolerance, dude. I'm like the worst when it comes to pain, when it comes to being sick. I'm the first person to, tap out, be done, dude. Like, literally, like, I can get a minor cold and I'm just like, it's the end of the world, dude. It's the end of the world for me, dude. If I get even a minor cold, I'm tapping out. I'll get a minor cold, like, literally only be having like a few days of runny nose, and I'll immediately be having thoughts like, I don't remember what was life before, I ever had a runny nose. I can't even remember what life was like before I had this runny nose. Like, I'm very quick to be a little bit of a drama queen when it comes to being sick. And that also, applies to pain. Which is why, when I was younger, I had a pretty big disdain for going to the doctor or having, like, physicals and stuff. Because I hated, like, getting flu shots. And, like, I can't remember what the name of the thing. The thing where, like, they, like, test your blood. Like, they, like, prick your finger, get a bit of blood. I, like, dreaded that because I was really bad with pain. So that was, like, enough to be, like, that was enough to get me to run, dude. As a kid, I literally run behind a chair, dude. When they bring out the blood pricker, the thing. And so obviously, while it got a little better as it grew older, I'm not running away when like the flu shot comes up. I can handle getting a flu shot, because I actually realized over the years that honestly flu shots aren't really that bad, dude. Like, they're not that bad. In fact, like the the pricking of like getting your blood is way worse than like a flu shot, dude. So flu shots aren't that bad. But the problem is, that resistance to flu shots didn't exactly carry over to like exercise. Like, I'm still, like the minute I get sore from exercising, that causes my motivation, because what leads me to exercise is, like that late night motivation where like it's like late in the night, you're listening to music and you just get that motivation to change your life. Like I was saying in the last video, because I was also talking about this last video, you get that motivation, so you start doing exercise. And the problem is, the first day you're motivated to exercise, but the minute the second day rolls around and you're feeling all sore, that motivation plummets. It falls right off the cliff, dude. So that actually led to me, unfortunately, I kind of broke my streak. I was going into exercising, thinking like, I'm going to exercise every day, dude. I'm going to do it multiple days in a row. This time I'm not going to immediately break my streak like I have previously in the past. The problem is, I immediately broke that. I immediately broke that promise to myself. And the next day, like the second day in a row of exercising, I immediately didn't exercise. I just spent the day like laying down because like, oh, I feel sore. But to make up for it, I made this time. Unlike sometimes where I previously tried to exercise, this time I like actually made sure to like at least get the third day in. So I was able to get the third day of exercising done, which made me feel a little better about myself, because I'm like, man, I may have missed that second day, but at least I'm not missing the third day. And so that was around the time that was like yesterday, so like when I made my previous video. And so that's honestly the reason why, because sometimes I usually like making at least 2 videos a day. So that was the reason why I only made 1 video yesterday, 1 Factorio video, is because like You know, I just exercised previously, so I was like, oh, I'm feeling sore, dude. And then today, I can happily announce, you know, this is now my 4th day of exercising, minus the 2nd day where I did do nothing, and I actually, you know, kept to my streak a little. This time I actually, you know, I made sure to keep doing the exercise today. And honestly, I've noticed it's become kind of easier to deal with the more I'm more doing it, and this is only the 4th day. Because honestly, I think just continuing to like commit to it and not giving up, you know, past like once it hits like the 3rd day, and not being like, oh, it's the 3rd day and I still feel sore, like I'm gonna give up. Like not doing that anymore, like I have in the past, and actually continuing to commit has actually made it easier. Because like I've noticed that the soreness is like still there, still very painful, but it's like it's more manageable. Especially because I have started to realize that, like, you know, laying down, like, you know, when I feel like super sore and then like proceeding to lay down is actually not the right idea to do, because it actually just makes you feel like worse. It's actually better to, like, you know, get around and, you know, move those sore muscles. You know, take a shower after, you know, exercise, and that makes you like, it actually makes it feel a lot better. And so, you know, that's made me a little motivated. Also, you know what's the number one medicine? And, you know, the thing and the reason why, you know, I'm no longer putting off making videos because I feel sore after exercising. I realized that the number one medicine for like that soreness is just making videos. The reason why is I get so like laser focused, you know, playing the game, making videos, that like the soreness just disappears, dude. I get so laser focused, I forget that I was even sore to begin with, because I'm just that laser focused. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just become that laser focused. So I've realized, you know, instead of like putting off videos because I feel sore, you know, from exercising, and, you know, just starting this exercising after, you know, years of never exercising much, besides like, I don't know, besides like maybe, you know, I don't know, like PE in high school, like I guess that technically counts as exercising, though that was still like, even that was still like like a few years ago, so even that wouldn't really count. So, but I've realized, like, instead of like putting off making videos because I feel sore, I should actually be making videos when I feel sore, because it helps you like kind of deal with it better, you know, taking your mind off of it. Because it's kind of like similar to how, like, when I'm sick, you know, if you just lay down, because your first like thought when you feel sick or in pain or something is like, I'm gonna lay down and just like try to recover. But in reality, that's actually a worse idea, because sitting down and like doing nothing or whatever just leads to like the pain to be more in your mind, because you're just sitting there kind of like stewing in it. Versus like if you just get out there, you know, make a video or do something, it kind of like gets my mind off of it. And so like I stop thinking as much. Like it's still there, like I can still feel it, but it's you're not feeling it as much. You know, it's not like, oh no, please. That would have been real bad, dude. 07 to the stone mines that I literally only just placed, just immediately lose. Okay, I need to make armor before I try to like go fight those guys. Man, I just made that. Why'd they have to do that to me? I literally only just made those. Whatchamacall? You know, I only just made those stone mines. I don't want to lose them already. That's so sad. So very sad. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? It's like, I also need to get, like, so what I need to do is like move these up one first. First things first, move these up one. Because what I'll do what I did in the previous world, like start off with. What you can do is like do this little thing where like they're feeding into themselves. So like what you want to do is place down this, have it like this. Is it like yeah, like this? And then they go like this. Let me get rid of that. Go like this. And then they go like this. Yes, like this to this. Actually, I want to do the opposite way. Like this. Yeah, I want to do the opposite way, actually. Like this. Because I need these to be the ones that are getting fed the most. Like the ones, because these are going to be more. This is only 4, so these need to be the ones that are fed the most. So I actually need to reverse that. Okay, then what I just need to do is just make a bunch of burner inserters. And then what you can do is have like this. See? Perfect. And so like the coal things are like feeding themselves. They're feeding themselves. And now what I need to do is just make a few more of them. Because right now this isn't enough to like keep everything going. Okay, now let's just start going down from there. Make like, what, 2 more? 1, yeah, it's like 3 more so we finish off the row. That's the wrong way. And now perfect. Perfect. Alright, is that going the right way? Yeah. Now I can actually have a thing of coal automatically going. Let me make the transport belts though. Because I'm gonna need a lot. Because this thing's the coal's kind of far away. So I'm gonna need a lot to get down here. Gotta keep my distance. Do not get too close to there. I do not want this transport belt to like immediately get annihilated by a bunch of biters, just like my mines were. Let me keep a decent distance from that. Oh my god, that's so many, dude. I just have to like keep my distance and like slowly whittle them away and hope they don't attack me too soon. Oh my god, there's a medium one. Luckily there's, okay, no, they got, please don't, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh my god. Well, I guess that's gonna be an end of this video. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and man, these guys attack. I guess it's already 27 minutes, so I was going a decent amount of time. I guess I was going a little too slow this video, but I thought I was making like decentish progress. I didn't think that I'd get attacked this quickly, dude. Though actually, I think the reason why might be because, like I was mentioning, like I was complaining at the beginning of this video, there's not enough trees. Which, the reason why I was initially complaining about it is because, like, oh, no trees, I can't get, like, easy fuel for my iron furnaces at the beginning of the game. But at the same time, I actually forgot about the fact that there's actually a second reason why it's actually bad as well. So I'm pretty sure, like, you know, trees can help, like, slowly block pollution from spreading as fast. So, actually, that might be the reason why I got attacked so quick, is that, like, down here, there's not going to be any, like, tree lines blocking anything. There's not going to be, like, thick tree lines. So the pollution was probably spreading so quickly down to, like, these stuff. And that's probably the reason why I got attacked so quickly. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about that, that's probably the reason why. That and also just me being a little slower. Like, I probably could have gotten, like, turrets by now if I was a little bit faster. But, you know, you learn, you live. Hopefully next video will be a little bit better. Well, bye.